good afternoon, and welcome to the first vlog of 2025. You find me at Orchid Lakes in Oxfordshire on a Serious Carp Socials social. What else can you say? Lake exclusive, 22 of us fishing, 17-acre lake. Have to confess, I don't really know the stock of fishing here. To my knowledge, there's 9 40s in here. I don't know how many 30s, I don't know how many 20s, but I think it's a good head of fish. Obviously we're hedging our bets. It's the 28th of February, so be nice to get a February 40 today, but that might be hoping for a bit much. Weather-wise, I think we're probably all a little bit deflated this morning when we got here, because last weekend the weather started to warm up, was looking good to get the fish moving around, and then since Tuesday it's turned cold again. Certainly when I got up this morning I had to scrape all the frost off my car to get here, and the forecast for the next couple of days is very cold nights, sunny more days like it is now with very high pressure, so not conducive for fish feeding. That said, we're heading towards spring. The fish should be waking up. The water's a bit warmer today. I had a deeper out on my back of the bait boat earlier and it says the water temperature is 8.5, so it is warming up, but we'll see what happens. It's bait wise, I'm predominantly just fishing over ground bait and some crumb boilies, because I don't think the fish are on the munch yet, but hopefully they are still looking for some food. And with the ground bait in, all the smells are there and attractions there, but not much to eat. Some crushed boilies in there as well, a couple of really soft boilies, and then a hard hook bait. I've got one rod is on a 22mm bottom bait just beyond the weed bed. I've got another rod just to the right of that on a pink pop-up, again over ground bait, and then my left hand rod I'm going over towards a reed bed. I had a cast for the marker, it's probably about 70 yards. I think you're about 6-8 inches of weed, and yeah, otherwise it's not thick weed, not smelly weed. So what I've done there, I've just put a 8-inch hook link with a really buoyant pop-up on, so that is sitting straight up off the bottom on a helicopter rig, so as the lead goes into the weed, the rig should go up to the bead and should be sitting just on top of the weed. But we'll see. It's, you know, it's probably zig weather now, but I think I've said before, I'm just never confident on zig fishing. I have caught on zigs, but only on overstocked club lakes where it's a bit runs water. So, and I know others catch on zigs, but we'll see what happens. If nothing happens in the next sort of, well, I think it's about 4 o'clock now. Yeah, if nothing happens in the next, well, we got 16 hours up until the barbecue tomorrow, then I'll try a zig tomorrow for the last 24 hours. Or if a couple of fish come out on zigs, then I'll try zigs. And that said, you're not allowed any fake baits or plastic baits or foam, so you've got to use boilies or dumbbells to pop up your zig anyway. So we'll see what happens. Apparently the last fish to come out was on Monday. It's Friday now, and it was out of this peg. It was a 41 pound something, so at least the odd fish is feeding, but apparently that was on a 2-foot zig, so maybe that is the way we should be going. Again, going back to the bait, this time of year I would like to be fishing over hemp and sweet corn. I knew in the rules you couldn't bring your own particles. You can buy their mix of pellet, I think it's hemp and maize it might be, I'm not sure. You can buy from them, but I didn't realise you couldn't use sweet corn, so I've got sweet corn with me, but I've just left it in the car because we're not allowed to use it. So yeah, we'll see what happens. pegs wise or swim wise, I've got no one either side of me. I've got a guy, Gaz, a few swims along and he's fishing up the end. I've got a couple of guys on a double swim along from me, and then I've got Michael. He's about a quarter of the way round the lake, so I'm going to wind in a minute and go around, have some dinner with him, and then come back and get the baits out ready for the evening. So that's about it for now. There's not a lot else I can say. We're here, we're fishing, and we'll see what happens. If anybody catches any fish, I'll put them on the vlog. Hopefully if they're close to me, I can get some video on it, or if I get fish myself, we can get it on the video. But that's it for now, and update it in the near future, hopefully, with a fish. See you then. Well, good morning and welcome to a very chilly Orchid Lake. It's it's just gone 7 o'clock. What happened yesterday? So just before sunset, I had a small one of the stockies, 13.8 I think it was, and just so I landed that, the bailiff drove past, I got a picture of it just for the vlog, and then literally he drove off. I was just about to put that rod back out. That was the rod out in the 18.5 wraps, and the middle rod, the one on the same spot, 18.5 wraps went. So quickly got on that one, and long story short, got that in £12 to another stocky. Just a picture on the mat, which I shall stick in. Well, it's probably appearing now as I speak. To my knowledge, there hasn't been any other fish out tonight, but I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look on. Need to go on Facebook and see if anything's been put on there by T. Plans for today, well, I've just done the two rods on the middle spot. I've just put back out. Both of them had a couple of bleeps this morning, so it made me wonder if they was in weed, but they weren't. They're fine. So I think this mist and everything's meant to burn off later on. But as I say, I sat out last night till about 8 o'clock and it's already gone down to 1 degree. This morning there's a light frost on everything, and actually the rods were quite frozen, even though the frost is only light. The rods have got a lot of ice in them. I'm just looking at the unhooking mat, that's all white. I should have taken a picture of that really. Maybe I'll do it after this and stick it in. Yeah, but yeah, it's, as I said yesterday, forecast today is pretty similar to yesterday. Really high pressure, sunny from I think 9 o'clock today, whereas yesterday the sun didn't get out till the afternoon. So it should be warm anyway. So yeah, the rods are on the spot. Obviously going to have a wind in at midday and go and have a barbecue and everything. Hopefully I've had a fish before then, and or someone at least on this bank has, and we can get a bit of footage on the vlog, so it's not just me chatting all the time. But yeah, I'm sure you can see in the background how misty it is, and trust me, it's cold. Everything I've got on now I had on in bed last night, and I've got 2 sleeping bags and a blanket in there. So yeah, very cold, and another cold night predicted tonight. So yeah, catch up with you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. Yep, just returned from the barbecue. As always on these socials, plenty of food, plenty of drink, some good banter there, well cooked by T all the time, Tremaine. So yeah, bellies are well full now, and we're back in our swims, and rods are back out. Whilst I was up there, I was talking to a guy, Chris from Wales. He also had a fish last night. Not exactly sure where he is, somewhere over there, the other side of the island from Michael. He had another stocky last night, 12.8 I think he said it was. So that's 3 fish been out, albeit only the stockies, not the fish we're here for. But yeah, rods are out there, they're on the dance floor. I've made a slight tweak in my left hand rod. I've now pulled off of the reeds. And I've just gone back on the same line that I had the 2 bites from yesterday, in the hope that the same thing happens. They come along, it's a little shoal, hopefully not just the stockies. They come along in the shoal, pick up one bait, pick up the next one, and then I'll get, being greedy, a 3rd run. Probably kiss of death, I won't get any runs. But yeah, that's where we are. Swim wise, Gaz has now moved from down to my left, so there's no one to my left now, and he's moved up a few swims along from here where he can fish into open water, where he said he's fished before and had a 36, I think he said, from out in that open water. So he's happier along there. Yeah, rig wise, I haven't really changed the rigs. The right hand rod is just a 14mm, maybe 16mm pink pop-up sent from hell on a spinner rig over quite a bit of ground bait. The middle rod is just a 22mm bottom hook bait, again with a hopper full of ground bait probably, and some crushed boilies and things in there. And now the left hand rod is now again a hopper full of ground bait, and I think I've got, I was using a yellow pop-up, I've now gone to a I think it's called maple macnut or maple nut, whatever it's called, pop-up on that one as well. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's all there is to say really. It's turned out to be a real nice day, a lot warmer. Ideally you'd think this is perfect zig weather, but no one's had anything on a zig. So that Phil said he had a zig out last night, I don't know what depth, and he had a run on it but didn't connect with the fish. So there has been one run on a zig. But yeah, I think between the 22 of us, we're pretty much covering all possibilities, with baits on the bottom, baits popped up, different heights, zigs at different heights. So it's just waiting for the fish to do their thing now and switch on. So hopefully I'm turning the video back on with a decent fish later on, but if not, I shall wrap this up in the morning. So yeah, see you then. Okay, morning. Well, it's 7 o'clock. Cars are still on the road. It's just, that road's mad. Yeah, 7 o'clock, we've got to be off by 9, so I'm going to pack up now. I was going to say a slow pack up, as quick as I can get packed up really. Obviously the rods will be the last thing. As such, I've checked Facebook this morning and nobody's updated it with the fish in the night, so it may be that it was just the 3 small ones that came out for our session. On the plus side, 2 of them were mine, but yeah, it's I guess everyone's a bit disappointed, but that's fishing for you. You know, you can't, especially when you pre-book. You know, if you're sitting at home and you'd seen the forecast for this weekend, you wouldn't have come. As I said, Friday night it was -1, last night it was -2, so everything's covered in frost again. And yeah, I don't know what the temperature is now. It feels pretty chilly. I'm warm because I've started tidying up the bivvy a bit, ready for the pack down. Yeah, what can I say about the lake? I like the lake. I do like the lake. I can imagine in the summer it's quite a ball lake finding your spots, because the amount of weed out there now, considering it's, well, March the 2nd this morning, it must be horrendous in the summer. But as I said, my fish I picked up, I was fishing just over, and it is a very big weed bed. So, sorry, felt like my chair was going. I am fishing over a very big weed bed and dropping the lead immediately, so both fish were up on the surface, bringing them in, which is great, and definitely that's what you'll need to do in the summer. I never actually saw one fish show, which also makes it hard, because if you see a fish you can put a bait on it maybe, but yeah, I just stuck on my spots and moved the third rod out to it. If I came again, would I do anything different? I don't think I would. So, and probably most people will say the same. Some people tried zigs, they didn't work. So yeah, all in all, you know, it is a lake worth coming to. The stock is meant to be good. I think I said it's got 9 40s. The bailiff said it's got 19 40s, he reckons, in there. That's a good head of 40s. Another good trip organised by Serious Carp Socials. What I would say, and I'll put a link to their website up there somewhere, what I would say is, if you're someone who wants to go to some of these lakes and you've got no one to go with, or you don't know anyone who fishes them, definitely get on them. They're well organised. You know, some people might say they don't like the way the swims are drawn, but it's a fairway. It's definitely a fairway. And there's always spare swims you can move. So yeah, have a look on their website, and if you see something, join it. And when you come along, you'll find, you know, I can get on with most people anyway, but yeah, you'll always find the odd one or two you may not want to be best buddies with, but generally everyone's a good bunch of lads. I think everyone on here, great. Everyone I've spoken to, yeah, good bunch of people this week. So yeah, that's it. Unfortunately, no more fish, no to put on the camera, and I don't think there's any more information for you. But thanks for watching. If you like the channel, there'll be a subscribe button down there somewhere. Subscribe, and yeah, you'll get notifications as and when I put vlogs on. I'm gonna get up to the river next week for a last barbel session, so I will do a one more barbel vlog for the year. Yeah. See you on the bank sometime, hopefully. If you see me, yeah, come and have a chat. I'm always willing to have a chat with you. As I say, thanks for watching. See you in the future.